Hello everyone and welcome back. Viscera cleanup detail. In today's episode, we would finish up this map. That's pretty much it. That's all is going to happen. I'm gonna fix those holes. That's all we're doing today, fixing up the wall. And throwing out the trash. That's all we're doing. see there are bullet holes in some places. Like here, here. Sorry, I'm not talking much. I'm just looking around for bullet holes. That's all. And I'm also kind of feeling a bit blue today. To throw out the trash. No! Important lesson. Do not just prioritize yourself. Except for if you're homeless. But also remember, do not prioritize yourself too much. Don't prioritize yourself, but don't prioritize others too much either. Keep it balanced, keep it healthy. If you're alone, just prioritize yourself because no one else matters. if you are that person that prioritized everyone besides yourself, it's about time to stop. It's time to stop and relax. Because guess what? In this life, most people don't even care about anyone else but themselves. So but do care about your family though, as they're concerned about you and they love you. Well, not in Europe though. No family in Europe cares about you. Only in US. In Europe is they go fuck yourself once you're 18. If you live in Europe like I do, once you turn 18 till you're 60 years old, everyone criticizes you and you don't do anything wrong unless you go to work. If you go to work and you get your own money when you're 18, whoo, that's just so fun in Europe. No one says anything because, you know, you're a part of the working class now. You have standards. At 20, you're expected to have a fucking family with kids. And that's how Europe is. Whoever saying leave your life to the fullest is a lie. At least in Europe, every European family is like, oh, you're 18, go fuck yourself, go to fucking work. And that's in the eastern bloc of Europe. You wanna know why? I'll tell you why. Cause fucking communism, that's why. And people say it was great. No, no, it was not. If by great you mean starve to death, yeah, sure, pretty great. I mean, that was the USSR after all. I don't know how it was in other countries. In my country, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't the great either. It wasn't great either. So yeah, I know it's a sensitive subject, but still, in the Eastern Bloc of Europe, most old people or people born within that era believe it was great, and they should bring it back because no one got a lack of jobs. Well, guess so, and guess what, old hag? In some countries maybe true, and in the Soviet Union people starve to death. So do you really want to starve to death? Because I don't think so. They're just political agenda. In Western Europe, people are paid much better. People live much longer and much happier. Life is not perfect, but it's livable, and nobody in the Western Europe tells you, dude, you gotta go to work. Nah, you go to work. You go to work if you have to go to work. Some people in the West don't even have to go to work. But you know, you realize at one point that this is just a mindset. And this mindset never changes, and it never will change. It won't change. Yeah, that's how it is, though. You for generations ahead, you mindseted some people that you have to go to work. There is no other alternative, or else you don't go to work, or else you die. Pretty much. This indoctrination never goes. There is always gonna be a difference between generations. There's also always gonna be that gap. There's always gonna be a gap. And some younger generations do get stuck in that gap, because eventually you are forced by the way you're living to go to work, and you get that mindset. I gotta work unless I don't get money. There is no other way for me to a creative way to do what I want and get money. Here's where you're wrong. That's why I'm always against this mindset. I do what I like, I play video games, I entertain you, and eventually I will make money. But that takes time. And that's why you gotta put your time where you feel most likely happy. Not go to a store, stand behind the cash desk all day, or break your back putting things at place. Probably you don't want to do that. Most likely you don't want to do that, but you need money. You need a serious income. That's what you need. Yeah, sure, go teach in the fucking school with those children that don't even listen to you. Yeah, you get an income, but that's it. Are you happy? Probably not, most likely not, but you lie to yourself that you are. Go do dirty work for a couple of hours a day for the rest of your life. Build a wall for the rest of your fucking life. Renew an apartment for the rest of your fucking life. Because that was your mindset, that's what you were taught. That's what they said you need to do. And then you're the one to blame for everything, because you don't follow their mindset. You are the black sheep. You are not a sheep, in a matter of fact, you are the shepherd of your own life. And they ask yourself, bro, why aren't you following? The rules need to be followed. You need money. And that's what I say, because I actually got some studies into I studied money, I studied the economy, and I say money floats around, it doesn't have to stay one place. You know what they tell me? Yeah, but do you work for them? No. Will I get to have them at one point? Probably yes. Do they care? No. Because the mindset is still there. Their eyes are still closed. It's like saying, oh, well, you know, voting count. Bitch, what? Those people. Sure, kinda. You know, it's back and forth. It's back and forth. Sure, it counts, but does it make your life any better? No, because they put their money in their pockets. And I'm not saying for the US. Probably in the US it would be better. I don't know. I'm not judging. But but in reality, in some European countries, I'm not saying all, is that people live poorly and people live with a mindset that you have to work because, that's how things were, and you have to fear that you lose the money. You'd never see them again unless you work. And so you keep them, which is an economic thing to do. Yeah, you keep your money because you don't want it to go away. But again, money is supposed to flow. It has to have a constant flow. It needs to go to come back. If you're keeping it from not flowing, it doesn't, it doesn't flow, it doesn't go anywhere. How would you expect to have more and more back? Money comes, money go. That's the premise. That's the ultimatum, and you cannot change that. No matter in what financial situation you are in, you have to give money to make money, or you have to give nothing to make money. It depends. It depends, you people. And there are more ways to make money than just work a 9 to 5, Ethical ways, not like selling your body or selling drugs or selling weapons or doing any illegal activities. And that's the truth. You don't have to do that. You don't have to work a 9 to 5. You can do whatever makes you happy. Probably you'll get your money someday. You just have to find that thing. For me, it's entertaining people. I want to entertain people. There's 10 people at most watching me right now. Would there be more? Sure, with time. I mean, it's hard nowadays to be influential on the internet. It's very hard. There's so many requirements nowadays that people do not understand. I do, but they don't. Sure, you may say, they can judge them for that. No, but people want. But isn't that what people want? Don't people want to stop the gap between generations? Then you know what I suggest you to do, Timmy? I suggest you try talk to your great grandma on technology, or your grandma. Guess what? If she's gonna be stubborn enough, she won't listen to you. Because she would say, well, that was my time, and in my time, I did what I needed to do. And they'll probably yell at you for not doing some shit right. Don't mind me, this is just to fill the empty void that you guys keep hearing in the video, because I haven't been talking as much for the last for the past minutes. And I want to be done with this stuff. So I'm trying to make time pass. But you know what also grinds my gears? It grinds my gears when people do not understand, like any parent on this planet, rather you're being 40 and your parents are 65, rather if you're 50 and probably your parents are 70 or 80 years old, rather if you're a parent yourself, and most parents on this planet, they just, regardless of age, they just don't get it. They don't get that the structural and economical system of today, it's not the economical system of what it was. Everything is much more expensive. That's why for us young people, it's harder to buy a house than it was 100 years ago. Because the costs keep getting higher and higher and higher, making it quite impossible to move out. That's why most people, even with a job, stay at their parents' house. Everyone across the globe, even in their 40s, because of that reason alone. It's expensive. Everything is expensive. Food, everything, anywhere it's expensive. Food, water, gas, housing, everything. Every single thing. And I say, yeah, you go to work. You don't go to work, so you don't know how it's like to have money. You just keep spending and spending and spending until you won't have any money left. Like, bro, jeez, shut the f*** off. Shut the f*** up. That's what I say. Because in your time it wasn't expensive, but in our time everything is expensive. So will you stop yapping? Even if I had a job, it would still be as expensive, probably even much more expensive. But they won't listen. They won't understand. They don't want to understand. That's the thing with stubborn people. It's not that they're stubborn. It's that they don't want to. It's much more easier nowadays to not want to understand. Because it's much easier to not care than to complicate yourself in trying to understand why my son or grandson cannot afford a house. so they keep yapping and yapping and yapping until you have enough, and you argue with them, so on and so forth and so on. And there will never ever be an ending to this fight. It will never end. Let's see what we got. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified when I post. Don't forget to share it with a friend, because sharing is caring. I was the Retro Gamer, and I'll see you on the next one.